My name is Shiv Tripathi. I am from India. I work with Chandigarh University and I came here for Humanistic Management Network conference. I also lead Humanistic Management Network in India.
I'm Christina Schwabenland and I'm the lead for the UK chapter of the Humanistic Management Network.
My name is Ernst von Kimarkowitz and I'm one of the co-founders of the Humanistic Management Network, and so it is a great pleasure for me to be here today.
My name is Monica Costera. I'm a professor in management here at the Jagiellonian University and also a professor in organization and management at Södertörn University in Sweden.
So my name is Ping Ping. I came from the Nottingham University China campus in Ningbo.
My name is Kemi Ogunyemi. I teach ethics and anthropology at the Lagos Business School, Pan Atlantic University.
My name is Pauline McCharles, and I came to the Humanistic Management Conference here in Krakow because I have been going to the Humanistic Management Conferences now since 2014 or so.
My name is Wolfgang Ammann. I'm one of the co-founders of the Humanistic Management Network, and we're here because it's the annual conference.
I'm here because I am very close to the humanistic management principles, and I work towards having more and more companies in Colombia and hopefully around the world that practices humanistic management.
So my name is Ora Bolela, and I am a master's student at the University of Cape Town.
Well, in some ways I think that's one of the things we're here to find out about. And one of the things we're hoping to do with the open space is to regard it as a kind of co-inquiry, to say there are chapters all over the world. Some are very old and very established, some are very new. So what is it that brings us all together, and what is it about humanistic management that has brought us to this conference, but also to wanting to be involved in the network and spreading it forward?
So solidarity and humanistic management, of course, is very closely linked because the foundation of humanistic management and what we want to achieve is to work towards a more equitable and more sustainable planet. Both of these dimensions are challenges we're facing as a global community, and both of those challenges we can only address successfully if we integrate acts of solidarity and if we integrate a mental model and a mindset that includes solidarity more strongly in the way we're conducting economic activities all around the world.
Respect for the dignity of life, I call it otherness or alterity, which is the acknowledge of the existence of the other as a truly other. So I respect you in every way we can. So even though you are the owner of a company, you can't just say, okay, do this. Everybody can participate, really participate, have a voice. And the third one is social obligation. I think that business has a social obligation, not just producing services or whatever in good quality and blah, 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 is that you need to legitimize what you do and have that as an obligation for the whole society.
We need each other. Humans need each other. We need community. And in the past, we have created our safety nets, our different smaller communities where we hold on to each other. And I think that humanistic management allows us to remind each other that we're a larger entity than either a workplace or a university or a country. We are humans, and we are all part of the same global vision, and that humanistic management allows us to remember the humanity on an individual level. And for myself, I work with the individual recognition of being part of a larger picture. And I think that humanistic management is a really good example of being able to think about yourself on a global perspective and recognize that every one of us has an impact on our world, whether it's climate change, whether it is simply being there for each other.
To me, common good is creating a common ground where we can always think of the welfare of each and everyone in the society. The welfare is not restricted to few, but its benefit reaches to each and everyone. You know that we have different stakeholders, and each and every stakeholder we want to involve together, so that it's a situation of I do something for someone, and rest of the society, other stakeholders are also benefited at the same time, not doing any adverse thing, not producing any harm. That's the common good.
Common good is both an idea and an organizational practice that is typical for organizations that are focused on something that is important and valuable for a community of people. And to do that, you need a physical place, a location. You need a community that is built upon relationships and actual bonds between people, so that they have the possibility to develop trust towards each other.
Actually, I was prepared to share about my understanding of the common good, the second part. I didn't think too much of the first part, the solidarity part. However, to me, it's like the prerequisite for the common good, because it means, to me, it's about working together, having people working toward the same purpose and to achieve the common good.
In a company, there has to be like a shared values. One of the things is that the purpose of the company has to be shared. Not only shared, but has to be a connection, emotional connection to that purpose. Either, I don't know, building bridges or selling cars or doing shoes. There has to be a purpose about that, not just doing the thing. So in a company, there has to be this common good, if you want to put it, is that they feel that they are working all together towards this higher purpose. So I see that humanistic managed companies should have this shared vision of what they want to do.
I would say shared values that people have in the workplace, in that they should not just because at the moment I believe the narrative is that the management's value is what is prevailing, because essentially they are the one who are owning these companies and paying salaries, and in most cases values of employees are not looked at all, or they are neglected. So in the common good, the idea is to have a value that is incorporating both management as well as low-income workers, so that they are all able to reach their full capabilities as individual and as the organization, and essentially grow to their full potential.
In Chinese, we call that 大同世界.
It's a strong sense of coherence, of belonging to one another, and the common goal should be then solidarity and a strong focus on human dignity in the ideal case scenario.
Solidarity in humanistic management means for me to take care of the other people, to consider other people when making your decisions, and to care about the good of other people, not only of my own things.
In terms of what solidarity itself, I was really interested in what Monica Costera was saying in the lecture yesterday, that solidarity is a state of grace and that it cannot be managed, whereas the common good can. And a couple of us were talking about that yesterday. And exploring the idea of solidarity being more about generosity and gratitude, which I thought was a very interesting way of looking at it. Because it's something about a reaching out and sharing of concerns that relate to us as human beings on this earth.
Solidarity is about working together, and being humanistic is about recognizing the differences in each of us while being together.